On today's video, I'll be doing an entire look using drugstore essence. That's right, I achieved this look using everything, keeping everything under $7, using this little essence foundation stick that I picked up at Ulta, keeping everything on my face under $7. As a matter of fact, the foundation was the most expensive product. Everything else was a whole lot less. If you want to see how I pull this look together, stay tuned to Beauty Over 70 with Lee. Good morning, my friends. Today is a get ready with me with essence. That's right. We're going to do my entire face. I hope everything is going to come together. And you know what? I chose some products from Essence line, which is a fantastic line. And I'll tell you what, I have been using Essence mascara for a long, long time, and it's one of the best. The most expensive product that I picked up is $6.99, and that's the foundation. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is a full face of essence. And like I said, the most expensive products that I picked up is $6.99. So we're doing this look today under $7. Can you believe it? Under $7. So come on in and let's get this video going, and let's see if we can pull this together, get a fantastic drugstore look for under $7. I hope I chose the colors that worked. I'm a little skeptical on the foundation because, you know, you can't really see. They don't have testers, so it's potluck, right? So I cleaned, and I have primed my face with my morning skincare. That's the only thing I have done to my face. Start right off with an Essence product that I picked up. I'm not familiar with these, not at all, except the mascara. The only thing, there's about 3 or 4 products here that I'm familiar with, and the rest of them are totally new. We're going to make soup together. This is Silky Blur Primer. You know I'm a fanatic about primers, especially around this area here. As we age, we're trying to, it's like filling in putty when you patch a hole on a wall. That's what it is. I'm trying to patch these wrinkles with, you know, when I fill in holes on the wall. So I'm going to apply this Silky Blur Primer with my fingers. And let's see what happens with this. As I said, it's potluck. We're doing it together, concentrating on more of the areas that I need it the most. As you've heard me say, all over my face. I don't know how this is going to perform, but I'll give you my feedback at the end of what I think about all of these products that I'm not familiar with. Put that on, let it dry down just a little bit, and while that's drying down, I'm going to go right into my eyeshadow primer. And I'm going to list everything in the description box, so you're not going to miss anything. I can't use a regular primer on my eyes. I've got to go in with my Painterly, my MAC paint pot. Now, that's the only thing that I'm deviating away today is what's on my eyes. I have to keep this on my eyes. And I should have went ahead and primed this to save time, but I did not. I wanted you to see everything bare face. And I'm telling you, quite honestly, this is MAC, but this is what I have to put around my eyes because of the corneal transplants that I'm dealing with. I don't want to cause a problem. And I know this works for me. My vision is horrible. If this is your first time watching this, if you're new, First of all, I welcome you, and I have went through 2 corneal transplants this past year. So it's not an easy surgery, and I have to be really, really careful what I put on my eyes, around my eyes. Okay, I'm going to let that dry down. And I picked up 2 foundations. This happens to be the Essence, it just says foundation stick, and that's what it is. I picked up 2 colors, and this particular one is 140. And we're going to try it. I got a feeling it's going to be way too light, but we're going to try it. And if I need to, I will pull in a little bit of my Wet n Wild $5 or $6 foundation to put over it to make it work if I look very ghostly. But I think when I get some bronzer, I think I can pull out with the bronzer to make it look okay today, okay? So anyway, this is the shade, and let's go with it and see what happens. Now, instead of applying it with a brush today, I'm going to apply it with a sponge. I'm going to use a sponge, and let's see what happens. I'm going to start extra here on these areas that I need it more. You see, it's light. It's light. Oh my goodness, I'm going to apply it with a little dampened sponge. Oh goodness. We're going to blot. We're going to pat and press. We're going to stipple. And I have my stands out sponge here as well, so I'm going to use that. Working as fast as I can here. I'm keeping it under $7, with the exception of my eye primer. Looks like I have a big bandage right here. Oh goodness, we can laugh on this channel, right? Gotten so many new subscribers, and I thank each and every one of you, and I welcome you to the channel. I've been pushing out 2 videos a week. As I said, I don't know when this one's going to air. Out sponge here handy that I'm going to go over and blot that if I have a little bit too much in just a little bit. So okay, for powder today, I'm going to go over that just a touch with powder. And I'm going to use the Essence Brighten Up powder. I do not have a translucent powder. This is a fabulous powder to set underneath the eyes. And once I do the concealer, I'm going to set underneath the eyes with this powder. But I'm going to use this all over my face today because I do not have another powder. Grab my BK Beauty brush and just tap and blot that to set as much, little bit. Go right over my brows. We're just going to see what kind of look we can achieve with under $7. Right into a contour. I do not have an Essence contour. I didn't pick one up as they did not have a contour at my Ulta store, so I'm going to use my good old NYX. I'm going to contour with that. get some shadows there. Push up. The firmness in my gels used to be so firm, like some of these younger people on YouTube, and now I'm like going over ridges and bumps and flumps and oh well. But you know what? I just put a smile on my face and I just look up and say, thank you, God, for being on this earth for 77 years, having a face to work with. Yes, it's okay. Contour here. Bringing that all the way up, closing to the eyebrow. La Rose brush. And get this light. Our eyes, I think everything's set down, so we're going to start with our eyes. And for the eyeshadow palette today that I picked up is this little 6-count pack of Dancing Green. I have on green today, so I thought I'm just going to pull that little Dancing Green 6-count palette. It's got some, those are the shades that's in there. Can you see that? And I think I'm going to start out with this neutral shade right here. Not going to do a lot today, not going to do a glam look, just going to keep it very simple. This color right here. I'm just going to go all over. I'm doing a light hand because I don't want to do too much. As I said, keeping it very light. A very simple look. I just want to bring out enough green to pull out this little top. That's all I want to do. And I think I'm going to go into this center right here. Now, I have had this for a while. I did not purchase this recently, so I'll list it. I don't know that they still have it on the website. I looked, but I did not see it. So it may be in your area. I don't know, in your local Ulta store, but it was not in my store, so I had this little palette. Green, and let's add just a very light, because this is a very dark forest green, and I don't want a lot at all. If I need to, I will come back and put a little bit dark right down in the corner, but I want to keep it very, very neutral. It's this little dark green shade right here, the ones in the center that I'm working on. I hate to use anything if you can't go to your local store and you want to get it. But it's what I had. You know, you don't see a lot of greens in eyeshadow palettes. You ever think about that? That it's just not a shade, I guess a popular shade that a lot of people use. And you don't see a lot in palettes. Very few that concentrate on strictly different shades or throw a green in there. I'm trying to pat it very, very lightly. That's what we have so far. On the corner, a little bit darker. I'm going to dip a little bit darker. Need a highlight shade up over my eye. Highlight shade over that. I have to go in and get my head real close. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do to my eyes. I'm going to start with a coat of mascara. I'm not sure if I'm going to pop on my little half lashes or not, so I'm going to start with a coat of mascara, and like I said, I love this Princess Lash. Used it for a lot of years, and it is a great mascara for the money. I use the one in the green. There's different formulas, but that's absolutely the one that I use. So I'm going to start, before I do my bronzer, I'm going to go in and do a coat of this so it can be drying. It's in the black. Get my head real close here into the mirror where I can see. Okay, I went ahead and did my mascara, and I went ahead, what was left on my brush, I went ahead and I like to swirl my brush around, let it dry just a little bit because I have such short, stubby lashes, as you well know. So I went ahead and just kind of swirled it around, let it stay out like I do my lashes on the lash glue, you know, and before I start on the bottom, you know, because they have a tendency to get clumpy anyway. So went ahead and done that. I think now that I'm going to go with my brows. The Princess Lash in the green tube. Products that I have not used before, and potluck all the way. So I grabbed a brow pencil. This was the only shade that would remotely match this. So this happens to be some kind of a brown. It'll be in the description box, but it is Essence, and it has that long, funky point that I don't like. I like the micro pencils because my brows are so hard to do. And we're going to give it a try, but I pulled out my little Maybelline Express in Auburn. I don't think this color is going to match at all, so I pulled out my little Maybelline Express in Auburn so I can feed in a little bit of the Auburn. Let's see what happens with this. You see what I mean? It's got that slanted brush that I dislike. I just don't like that at all. So let's see what happens. I don't expect much with this, but let's give it a whirl, look, ladies. Get my mirror in close where I can see. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's better than I thought. That's what we have. And I used strictly this pencil. I didn't pick the other one up. It's a little dark, but I think once I use the spoolie and go through it, it may be okay. We're going to try. Then I can honestly say that I stuck with Essence on my brows. That's what it looks like. Find an Essence, may not be my shade, but I did find an Essence bronzer. It is the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. And that's what we're going to use today. So, like I said, it may not be my shade. I may come out orange. This is what I was saying, that if the makeup is too light, I can always kind of blend it a little bit and make it work with the bronzer. A Sigma bronzing brush today. It's the one with the little, almost like a texturizing bristles. And I like this because you don't have a tendency to get too much. I'm going very light because I don't want to be orange around. Never know what these colors I haven't used before. It's warming me up a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. You're probably saying, yeah, you put bronzer on your chin. I did. Trying to diminish a little bit of that makeup that was so white. Okay, blush. I use the Essence Pure Nude as the blush that I already had this blush. Pure Nude, and the color will be in the description box. Get some blush on, and then my lips, and I think I'm going to pop on my lashes. So grab a blush brush. I'm going to use my Morphe number 5. Isn't that a pretty color? I don't want to get too much, that's for sure. Turn my mirror. It's a pretty color. I've had this blush for a while. I probably have, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 shades in the Essence. I think I paid $4.99 or something for these. I've had them. That I have had for a long time, and they don't have the lipsticks anymore. This is the lipstick that I think I will use today, and it is Essence. And it's number 11, and it's called Amazing. And a lot of you probably have these as well. But I also picked up another lipstick, and this is what this one looks like. And staying with the same family, I may use this one or use both of them together. Who knows what I'm going to do. But we will definitely get it together. And I did pick up an Essence pencil, liner pencil. And let's start off by lining these lips and see if this shade is going to work. Get my lid mirror just a tad closer. This pencil is very creamy, extremely creamy. I think it was for $3. Extremely creamy. I'm very impressed. The older tube. What that one looks like. And I'm going to start with the newer tube, the new one I bought, the one in the stick. It's more of a matte formula. And it's definitely bright. And I did pick up a gloss. Let's see. That's what the gloss looks like. It's got a lot of shine in it. Let me put it that way. And I picked up a neutral shade in case I want to use it with other colors. Feels good. I don't feel any stinging. I don't feel any burning. I don't feel any pepper coming along. So, yeah, that's what we have so far. It feels really good. It feels very moisturizing. Okay, I think what I will do, some concealer to go. I think I'm going to go off camera, pop on my little half lashes, and I'll be right back, and we will do the concealer. I got a highlighter and got some more goodies in here, so stay with me, my friends. Popped on my little half lashes, and this is what it looks like. I added a little bit of the highlight shade right here. This one, the last one, that highlight, I added a little bit more highlight up over my pupil, my eye, to open my eye up. So that's what the look looks like. We got to get on some concealer and some highlight and some finishing powder, and I think we'll be done. So hang with me. All right, let's try this concealer. It's the lightest shade they had. They had, I think, 3 or 4 shades, and they were leaning toward the way dark shade. So this is actually going to be kind of pink, I'm afraid, but we're going to try it. And it will be listed in the description box. Conceal and correct, I think that's what it says. I don't have my glasses on, but that's what it looks like. And it looks almost really, really pink. So I'm going to go easy with this because I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, here we go. See how pink it is? But anyway, we're going to go with it. We'll make it work. We hope. We hope we'll make it work. Grab my concealer brush, and I'm going to go with my Angie Hot and Flashy brush. You know what? It's not bad. You know, the color it kind of reminds me of is the Essence, not Essence, excuse me, I'm working with Essence, Catrice Under Eye Brightener. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, the Catrice Under Eye Brightener that I have right here in my drawer. This right here, it's Catrice. I wanted you to see this if you haven't tried it. And I used this when I did a Catrice Get Ready With Me, which I'm going to be doing another one. You guys like that so much. This is fabulous. It's $6, Catrice. If you haven't tried that, I mean, oh my goodness, it's fabulous. And that's what this reminds me of. I'm loving this. This is great. I mean, I've opened some little jewels here, really, I feel like, in my opinion, that I have not tried. Where have I been? I mean, this stuff is good. It's creamy. It's blending good. It's not drying. And look at that. And it is concealing, doing what it says, the best I can see. I've got 3 mirrors going here. Yeah, I like that. I compare that to my Catrice Under Eye Brightener, but this is a concealer. And I just found me another little jewel that I'm going to hang on to. I like it. I do. I like that a lot. More powder and a little bit of highlight. Going back to our our Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. There you go. That's what it is. Grab my big powder brush and tap in that. Do you guys think I need a little bit more blush? I do. I don't want to overdo it, but I think I need, I'll see in just a moment. I have a special brush that I use to go to set underneath my eyes. It's a little BK Beauty, I think it's the 12, but anyway. There we go. Tightline my eyes. Picked up this Essence liner. Can you see that? It's a gel liner. And I'm going to tightline my eyes. I hope I don't get in trouble. I'm using this pencil and I've always been using the Flower Beauty. But anyway, this is a gel and it is Essence. So when I get through filming, I'm going to go wash everything off. So, woo! New hairdo, ladies. Okay, let's get, as promised, a little bit of highlight. Our final powder. Let's get a final coat of powder. Product that I have had in this dressing table for years. As soon as I found it, as soon as I used it rather, I loved it. It's almost one of my holy grails when it comes to highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I paid around, when I picked it up, I think it was $3.50, four bucks, something like that. I've had it for a while and it's still going strong. In my opinion, this is a fantastic highlighter compared to some of the high ends any day of the week on this color tone. It is fabulous and I love it. So I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter. Grab my highlighter brush. On top of that, what blush I have. Now I've brushed it all off. What is it with this? I keep what happens is I keep blotting it. I'm afraid I get too much. I done a video not long ago when I was blushing. It was too much. And I don't want to get too much. I'm just going to put just a touch of this on top. The high points where the light hits. I think we are totally finished doing this face, and I'm going to do something to this hair, and I will be right back to give you my thoughts of this and the finished look. Stay with me, my friends. This is the finished look. Everything that I put on my face today was under $7. As a matter of fact, the most expensive product that I used was the foundation stick coming in at $6.99. Everything else was way, way less, as you well know. Now, I did deviate because I had to and use the MAC paint pot. That was a lot more pricey, but that is the only product that the eye primer, the MAC paint pot that I put on my eyes, that I had to stay with. Everything else was Essence. I hope you enjoyed the look today, and I thank you so much for watching. Watch me pull this look together, such as it is, and you know, I think the foundation came out okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back to Ulta, and I'm going to I choose the 140, and I'm going to choose a little bit darker shade because it feels good. It really feels good. It's not cakey. It's not drying. It don't feel taut. I think the look came across very well with this foundation, the stick foundation. I was amazed. I had picked up several other products as I showed you throughout the video that I'd picked up here and there from Ulta, but you know, I'm going to go on their website and check it out and see what else I can find because I really like this foundation. I'm going to pick it up in a darker color, and I really like the concealer. I told you that. I love this concealer. First time use, I love it. I want to see how it wears for a little while, but I love it. All the other products I absolutely love. I do. I think the foundation good. I'm going to turn from side to side and let you see the finished look. I stuck with the lipstick shade. It's pink. It's okay. I like pink and green together. So thank you for watching today, my friends. I want to leave you with my favorite words. Go out and make today better than yesterday. Always remember that I love you. I'll have a video for you next Thursday, my friend. I've been uploading videos Thursday and Sunday. I don't know when this one's going to air, but probably through the end of the year, I will probably be uploading videos Sunday afternoon and my normal Thursday. So, bye-bye, my friends. Have a good, safe week. I will see you next week, if not before. Bye-bye.